just out here vibing today. So I guess I have time to kind of tell this little story. So I came in to Nest City after talking to my mother. She was on my phone for maybe like 40 minutes. It was really easy. I just had my phone in my pocket at the time, so it was easy to answer. I just threw her on speaker. And we're talking about places to stay. I had already had my place in mind. It's like a little inn called Dave's Inn or something. I saw it on Google. There were only 2 places. And my mom was swearing to me that there have to be more. And she's calling around and she can't find anything. I didn't tell her to. You know, moms do mom things. While this is happening, I pull into Nest City and I find the Dollar Tree. It's the first store on the right. So I go in, I tell my mom, you know, bye. I pick up 3 frozen dinners, an apple juice, salted cashews, and some salted mixed nuts. I leave. Clerk only gave me 1 bag, so I went back in, let her know I would like 1 more bag. She said, all right, I got 1 bag, more bag, and double bagged it, so I could put it on my handlebars. I rolled it in town. I found Dave's, or whatever the heck you want to call it, David's, whatever. It was closed. It went out of business, closed. Not like it's closed right now. And so I was like, Front door had a big lock on it. I opened the other door, you know, visible from the front. It opened. Went to the other one, looked in the lobby. Like, oh, you can get in the building, but oh, this place is definitely closed. There's just, it's not like a super mess, but it's, you know, that mess where, oh, it's been there for a while. So I come out, I look across the street, see the canine unit, like, hello, buddy. You know, they never got out of their car or anything, but seeing them was kind of moderately hilarious. I think the station is right next to the gas station, or somewhere close to it. But I get on my phone, dial the other place up, nobody picks up. At this point in time, I'm on my phone, like lodging in Nest City. I see something down by the hospital, which is like a block, 2 blocks, 3 blocks away. I ride down there, I don't really see anything. I stop at the clinic closed, go to a different door, it's closed. I see the old folks kind of like retirement home type, late life care place. Around where I live, those aren't normally that busy. So it's like, they probably have a microwave and a freezer. Let me just see what's up. I pull my bike over there, I park, walk in. They're still like aggressively COVID, so I put on a mask, take my helmet off, put on a mask, sanitize. I'm just looking at it, there's these 4 senior citizens looking at me. I was kind of looking around because the door is locked, but you press a button to ring it. But I was like, the nurses are probably really busy actually in this place. There were a lot of people. I think I saw at least 7 old folks, nurses running around. I was like, okay, you know what, probably shouldn't bother them. Let me just use the bench, get on the phone, and see what's up. And the person I called first texted me back the names and numbers of 2 more people that are around. So I called both of them, didn't get an answer. I hop back on my bike and I'm like, all right, let's go ride around the city. Let's go see what's up. Maybe there's a new motel or a new inn on the other side. Riding around. I don't find anything. And I'm like, all right, what else can we do? And so I'm riding around and I find this place called Community Center. I'm like, yes, locals. Also, a community center probably has a freezer, a refrigerator, and a microwave. Let's go see what's up. Well, there's a gentleman that's coming out, and I introduced myself to him. You know, I'm Rob. I'm on a cross-country bike trail, and the hotel's here's closed. Do you know of any other place to stay? And he's like, not really. I'm not really from here. I'm here for a wedding, but I know there's like a baseball field or something a little bit up the way. Right. Well, I thank him. I tell him I have these frozen goods that I bought with the intention of, you know, having them in my hotel room. I want them to melt. And so he informs me that, you know, there is in fact a freezer and a microwave inside. And he runs back in real quick and he runs back out and says, yeah, nobody's using it. I think it'll be cool if you want to just, you know, use it, have your stuff there. She'll be good to go. They'll be there all night. So if you want to, you know, have time to heat up all your stuff, eat it, freeze it, and maybe finish it up, then you can. you'll be fine. And so he goes back in a couple times, presumably talking to a couple people as he finds his son. And I thank him, and I park my bike, lock it up, go to the kitchen, which is pretty much next to the front door, and put my stuff in the freezer, of which nothing is in, and you know, charge my stuff. Football, just one plug, sorry, charge my phone, and I get back on the phone trying to figure out somewhere for me to stay. While I'm doing this, I go out to my bike a couple times to pick up some stuff, and I noticed that my blue water disc golf backpack is no longer on my bicycle. It's gone. I'm like, huh. I don't know if it was disappeared there, or somehow I might have fell off my bike. Generally it's clipped in. It's not always clipped in. This is kind of like the first day I put it back there, but it's been back there the whole day, and it's mighty heavy, and it sits with some other stuff. And so I'm like, I look around a little bit, like maybe it fell off. I don't see it. I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm gonna go get the rest of my stuff that I care about from my bike and bring it with me. That's my chargers, my Anchor Watt power bank, and the coats that Valerie gave to me. So it's not just because that thing, admittedly, it really is just sitting there. And I bring them in with me, and I, you know, go back out and get my spoon and my fork, and I eat my food, and I'm relaxing. And you know, some people come into the kitchen, give a Bud Light, whatever, you know, and everything's pretty chill. Eventually I find a place, somebody comes in and tells me that they moved my bike, or no, excuse me, I walked out one time to get something and they told me, you know, they moved my bike. I'm like, cool, they just moved it somewhere else because it was apparently in the way. Doesn't matter to me. I'm chilling. I eventually, after contacting 8 different people, find a place that's open because, you know, they're having a wedding. Most of the people who have a place are using it for one of the guests. And you know, that's really nice. A lady comes in with her kid looking for some juice. 3 sons are empty. She opens the refrigerator. The refrigerator is pretty much all beer and soda, and she's in a rush. She runs in, it's like, oh, yada yada yada, looks around, it's like, oh, there's no juice, sweetie, come on. And so before the girl leaves, I said, is apple juice okay? And she turns around and she looks at me. She's young, I don't know, I'm terrible at ages, maybe like 8. She's like, yeah. So I reach into the place that her mother didn't open, and she watches, which is the freezer, and I pull out my apple juice. And I was like, do you have a cup? She's like, she shakes her head kind of no, and I look around, I look one side, she looks at the other side, she finds a cup, holds it up. I tell her, tell me when. Start pouring some apple juice, fills it up halfway, she's like, yeah, it's good. And I stop, and she nods at me, thank you, and walks away. Cool. I finished packing up my stuff to leave. Come on out. Pack up my bicycle, got my little bag, put it back on my armrest. A lady comes out, kind of angry. Whole attitude is like, I knew you were in there. What were you doing in there? Did you take anything? I'm like, no. I came here after looking for a freezer and a microwave after talking to one of your patrons that were out front. You said you guys had one, so that's what I was there doing. I was there in the kitchen using it. I didn't really leave the kitchen area because, you know, I didn't really want to crash your guys' wedding. I just wanted to have my Haagen-Dazs ice cream not melt. And so, you know, I opened my little bag. It's got 2 kitchen dinners left in it, a Haagen-Dazs ice cream, and apple juice and some other stuff. I think she was really angry because she thought I took their apple juice and hid it. But when the kid came, I gave her some. That was my apple juice. It's the Clover Valley apple juice from Dollar General. You enter from the east side of town. For the record. I don't mind sharing my apple juice because, you know, they didn't mind sharing their plug sockets in their freezer. And so after I showed her the bag and showed her my stuff, if I said, if I look, you know, I told her, hey, if you see on the topic of things that are missing or maybe missing, because they didn't really say anything's missing, she just wanted to know if I took anything. I didn't. But if you guys find a a blue backpack with a sucky thing on it, you know, a disco thing, let somebody know. Yeah, I don't have it. So, a little unfortunate. So I'm down a lot of water because I was carrying 5 water bottles in it at the time. But if somebody did take it and I didn't just drop it, they're gonna be really sad and really wet. Unfortunately, after I took the fall back in Missouri, it developed a little hole from stretching too far. And so if you fill it up all the way, your back will be very wet as it will drain all over it. So that's the end of my story for Nest City. I did find a place. It was 3 blocks down. A very nice lady had an extra house to stay at. Was probably the best place I stayed at on my whole trip. Very, very nice. And I think Nest City's all right. You know, didn't outright accuse me of stealing, and I think it's the right thing that somebody come, you know, address the foreign person at the wedding. May or may not have been handing stuff to the kids. I think somebody confronting me is absolutely correct. I just wish you could have done it in a little bit of a less kind of like passive aggressive way. But it is what it is. That's the end of the story time today. Peace.